Hello! Welcome to this being Kingdoms of Amalur. Amalur? I don't actually know. I have all of the downloadable content, which you can't see because I forgot it opens the Steam menu, but I have it all. But I've not played the game before, so that will be a thing. I will be a scrub. Try not to worry too much about it. Well, I'll try not to be a scrub. I've played this style of game before. Style, like action RPG kind of thing. I've heard it described as a single-player MMORPG style game. We'll see. I've not seen very much of it, particularly not recently, and I haven't played it. I am using a new way of recording, compared to what I've been recording Planet Coaster with, primarily so I can record more without my hard drive imploding, so give me a little bit more space, because the files won't be, like 6 gigs for a couple minutes. But anyway, we're going to play on hard, just for the sake of entertainment value, because I have played these before, so we'll try and make it a little bit more entertaining. I'll play it on hard. Hopefully that's not a mistake. Let's get started, shall we?
From the beginning, we were wrong, and only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
Good God, that cutscene is loud. I wonder if that cutscene is not using my audio settings, because that would be unfortunate.
Alpha, Garan, could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
And now we get to make a character. And these have bonuses to things that I don't understand. But I like blacksmithing. Just wanted to point that out. I like blacksmithing. Male and female have the same racial bonuses. Obviously, one is male and one is female. That is the only difference, but... Is it randomizing? No, it's always the same. Okay. I was just curious if it was randomizing the character preview over there. But we have bonuses down there. I don't know what any of these mean. I'm probably going to go with this because... I don't know. Why not? Let's actually look at the text here. That seems like a good thing to do. The Almain are a warlike and religious nation of a storied origin. Many Almain come to the Feylands seeking freedom while honoring the traditions of their homeland. Hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequently pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers. The hold on. Jo Salfar. I'm pretty sure that L is probably silent, or the J is, one of the two. Jo Salfar? We'll go with that. Are a proud and ancient people from the frozen lands of the north. Jo Salfar judge themselves fit to divine right from wrong under wind, sun, and sky. I apparently have lost my entire ability to speak. Dokalfar are renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace or efficiently in silence. They are sneak, as shown by the fact that they have +2 stealth. I think I'm probably still just gonna go with this one because I like blacksmithing, but detect hidden and lockpicking could be fairly good. Like, I don't know if you can get these... I don't know if you can do these things with every race. I assume you can, and that these are just better at it. I don't know how much +2 is. I don't really know anything about making these. Let's go with this one for now. Why not? We'll get to choose a god. We have the god of fire and patron of the forge, goddess of wisdom, god of war, god of order, god of justice, and beholden to no god, which is actually the one I'm going to pick. Why is that? I don't really know. I like it. I like experience bonuses in games, particularly if I'm recording them. I don't know if it's the best pick, but it means that I will theoretically be a higher level without any extra, nonsense grinding that I would have to do or anything like that. So I like experience bonuses. We have a bunch of presets. None of these matter, but, we'll pick one because I am just going to hit this button a whole bunch of times. See what we come up with. There's actually not really a lot of variation here, which is a little unfortunate. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on the character customization. I'm just going to random it some more. And then probably make our dude's hair flamboyantly pink. Let's go with that one. How do I change the hair? Hair color. Is there a flamboyantly pink one? No, not really. Lame. The menu does not like my analog stick very much. What if we go with that one? What does that look like? That just looks like that. That's boring. We'll go with that. Sure, why not? Eyebrow color, completely different than the rest of his hair. Makes perfect sense to me. Let's continue.
A human. And not in bad shape. Almain by the look of him. You know how you can tell? Turn him over. See if there's a stick in his arse.
Oh man, jokes.
All right then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Oh man, we do get to name him. And it defaults to Elrid, but that's not who we are. We're sleepy.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Always good to start the game dead. That's my favorite way to start a game. Man, just imagine the smell on that. Probably lovely. Alright, so. Some of you might have noticed that on the main menu it said continue. That's because I have to test things before I play them, but I have done some of this section of the game. I haven't actually gone beyond this section of the game. I actually don't know how far into this section I am either, but I've at least seen some of it, so I know you can do sweet tactical rolls, and I know you can roll twice before it does an animation. So this one you get up from fairly quick, but then the second roll, you have to pause for a little bit, so I have to get used to that. I am not going to read these out loud, but if you guys want to read it, you can pause them. I will, of course, be doing a quick scan-overing. That's why I'm not going to be reading it, because I can't speak English very well. But if you yourself want to read it, you can, of course, pause the video. Don't drink the water from downstream of the ash dumps, apparently. These weren't the original bodies in the first place. I think there's actually loot over here. That there is. I don't remember what it is. It's just gold. Yeah, it's just gold. I also have no idea how much is a lot of gold. I assume 13 gold isn't a lot, but you never know. Alright, goodbye friend, I suppose. We get a sword, which it tells us to equip, and you can actually see I've done the menu, or some of this tutorial. That's what I'm on about, because I know how to do things like that combo.
Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Oh man, there's a fight breaking out. Does this fight actually end? Like, how long does this fight last, or do they just go back and forth? I'm just gonna assume they just go back and forth forever, but also they said run, and that person just immediately after being told run, completely stops moving. Sorry for stopping myself, my glasses are being funky. I just woke up, so I'm like moderately confused about what's going on in general. But now we must fight. These rats, of course, do nothing. They have no health. What this game does have is, unfortunately, not, You mean stay away? Oh, he died. You just gonna stand there now? Oh, nope, he's on the move. An interesting run animation, but alright. It does have corpse physics when they just die, but unfortunately it's not Dark Souls levels. I'm quite fond of the Dark Souls Havoc engine utilization.
Help! Anybody!
It's what causes the ragdolls in that game. And boy, oh, are the ragdolls entertaining.
You! Up there! Please help me!
Good jump. I wanted to do a tactical roll. So this is, of course, the tutorial. It's not going to be particularly difficult to kill people. Oh. I will apparently get hit, though. You can block. I don't think the game has told us how to block, but you can block. In fact, I will show you once this fight's over. I like this combo, by the way. Knock him in the air and then beat the crap out of him. I can hit this button and I block. I don't have a shield, so that doesn't do much, but...
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead.
No, I was just sleeping.
Worked. By the dome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where, but your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you.
She has no, it worked.
Right away. He'll have questions for you.
Who is that?
Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going!
What about the attackers?
You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew.
That's what you say, little man. I do not trust
Well
you.
of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going.
Did you know that it works, by the way? I don't know if you've noticed that. This man has told us that it works.
At least, I hope he's there. And safe.
Alright.
Let me get this door, and we can be on our way.
Alright. Now we get to equip our new armor, which I believe is both just crit damage. Yeah.
Right this way. You go first.
I have no idea, if you're curious. Oh, we got boots, too. I have no idea, like, what sort of builds you can get going in this game or anything, or what I would even want to focus on, or if there's even magic, so I don't know.
Imagine an end to war, an end to death.
We'll see when it happens, I suppose. So about that Well of Souls thing. It appears to have exploded. Well, you've seen better days, haven't you, friend? Alright. Everyone likes a good Well of Souls that scream in the background. It's not really screaming, but you know. I should just RP walk everywhere. Don't want to wear ourselves out before combat. I'm not actually going to do that. That would take half of a century to get anywhere. This is telling us that boxes can explode.
See if you can find anything useful.
That we can get to loot and stuff like that lockpick. And some extra armor that has, I think, different stats on it. Different bonuses, sorry. Pick that up. Is there more loot? I don't think there's more loot. That's quests. That's not what I meant to open. Armor. So what did we get? We got torn gloves. Obviously we want to wear those because we don't have any other option. Also flimsy greaves as I ram my hand into my desk. Alright. Pick the shield up, put it on our armor, not our secondary. That's a different thing. There we go. So now we have something when we block.
You hear something?
I have no idea why he faces that way sometimes. Now I can demonstrate my blocking efficacy. I assume having it on a higher difficulty causes them to do more damage. But I also see that it appears that they probably have more health as well, so bosses might be pretty
That one had a bow. Get it?
tanky. What do you mean that one had a bow? Oh, that one over there. I thought he was talking about one I killed. This guy's just like, that guy over there has got a bow, which we can now shoot, and I believe there's like an arrow system. Does it regen? Yes, okay. It does regen, it just takes a little bit. That's fine. Is there any loot over here? Like, what's up with that box? It's got an icon. Had gold in it. Ooh. Do boxes with icons always have something in them?
Overhead. Best shoot them before they see us.
So I kind of just have to tank that. 3 gold. Kind of too lazy to actually break all the boxes for loot unless there's visible loot. You could open the gate, you know, my friend. It's kind of what I was waiting for.
Go, go.
In we go. And I think, if I'm recalling correctly, this is as far as I went. I didn't walk beyond like this point for my test, so everything else is new. This is pretty good AI pathing right here. Like, I can't even shoot that far, can I? You guys alright up there? I'm out of ammo.
Do not expect mercy, mortal. Die, dust.
Why were those two so weak? I can't die, not like you. Yeah, whatever you say. Oh, there's loot down there, though. Hold on. Also a dead guy, which is about par for the course in this game so far. Hope you like dead people, because there's a lot of those. Tattered documents. Like, are tattered documents in any way useful? Too faded to be of value. Oh, well. Answers that question. I was hoping I could maybe read some of it, but nope, it's literally worthless. What's this icon on the map? Oh, that's a way to jump down. Alright. That makes sense to me.
If you catch an enemy unaware, their speed more than makes up for their size.
There's a special kind of weapon preferred by rogues. Try equipping them. Sure. They go from 7.2 to 4.4. Only very slightly less damage. Of course, they are smaller, and also faster. What's in here? Rusty gauntlets. All of this stuff we're getting. A lot of equipment we keep getting. It looks like crit damage from what appears to be leather armor, melee block from heavy armor.
More up ahead.
At least so far.
Sneak up on them with your daggers.
How do I sneak?
You'll be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
But how do I sneak? Is there a button that allows me to sneak? Oh, thanks, game. So this has basically the same system that Elder Scrolls uses for sneaking in. 729 damage for that Elder Scrolls uses with the little eye that fills up. Always got loot, hold on. A dented cuss. I assume killing one of these will cause the other one to notice I'm here. What are they shooting at? Oh, there's just a fight going on down there.
A mistake of the god.
Hi, friend. Have you noticed me? Oh, he noticed me. Can I just, like, chain combo this dude forever? So I can't knock people in the air with these. A little unfortunate, but a lot of dead people down there now. Gold. A gate. You just open by looking at. It doesn't even have a lever. I like those plants, but they're also sort of creepy.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
Hey, magic.